even though Arthur Hayes said some big things about an altcoin season, we talk about them all the time. This word comes up a lot when you hold altcoins. Arthur Hayes says that the next few months will be a great time for altcoins. In his own words, we will definitely talk about that. First, let's say hello to the XRP users who are back on the crypto channel. Thanks again for listening to these daily updates on news and views. Thanks for your help, and know that we'll be posting these every day. Let's quickly go over what we see as we look at the market as a whole. The price has gone down a little for the past few hours. CME futures is closed on the weekends, as you might guess. Do notice that there is a little more editing than usual. We believe this is a good way to heal you. The market has been really crazy for the past 3 days. Trust me, something can't keep going up in a straight line, so I think we need a good correction before the next wave really hits. XRP is up 7.8%. It's still one of the few. It's pretty cool that coins have movement right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Right now, the price is $2.78, which is up 7.6% compared to Bitcoin. This means that the value will go up by about 8%. The market value is now $165 billion, 0 cents. Yesterday, it was over 170 billion, but now it's less than that. Check out the 24-hour trading number to see how much trade takes place in 24 hours. $5 billion through the roof. Before we go any further with this report, I want to make it clear that this channel does not contain any financial advice for any business. You should always learn more about it first before putting money into it. As of right now, the Steady Coin Act is law. Since safe coins are talked about so much, this naturally puts them in the big area where trade and crypto meet. In just a short time, Ripple's RLUSD stock on Ethereum has grown to more than 400 million. RLUSD seems to be very interested in itself by this. Take a look at these great charts too. We're just getting started. Coins like gold and XRP are following Bitcoin. In the world of cryptocurrencies, the XRP chart is one of the most beautiful ones. You can watch some of my old posts if you want to. I already told you that. A lot of people missed it, but they won't for much longer. Right now, everyone is going to love the moon. I've written a lot about this. When the market is strong, it makes sense that more people will be interested in crypto. You can tell if someone is a real buyer or not by how slowly and steadily the price goes in a straight line. Again, this is just my opinion, but I've been telling you guys this almost every day since November, when the price of XRP almost hit its all-time high. We first talked about how strong the XRP price has been at that time. This breakout doesn't surprise me either. Of course, there's a lot more control now than there was at the beginning of the year. The price of XRP was changing wildly. That should tell you how strong this trend is this time on its own. This is also true for gold, which is rising at a crazy speed. The DXY is clearly going down. We all know that when DXY goes down, it means that inflation is high, right? A basic rule of business. Things like gold and Bitcoin are going crazy. Don't forget to protect yourself from rising prices. You can find these tools in a lot of places, not just regular people. Big businesses also use them. That they should put these assets together to make their portfolios more varied. There's a lot of big news in the crypto world, but it's all mostly noise. Don't forget about Ripple. The main idea is to use XRP once its market value is high enough and it is traded enough for banks to be able to get cash on hand. Don't forget about the new ISO standard that's coming out. That's where I think it all makes sense. That's the plan. Banks will be able to send gold to each other if XRP's market cap gets high enough. The files can be found below. Also, why does this really take place? Most likely the ISO standard and crypto are going to work together, and they already are. Additionally, you want these EDFs to be accepted. A lot of extra ETF files have already been sent to the SEC, and I believe this is the time to do it. It looks like those applications will finally be accepted, and everyone will be able to buy an XRP spot ETF. Sure, Canada is ahead of the US already. Last month, it was the first country to start an XRP spot ETF, which we all know about. It's a pretty big story, even though it's not even close to the size of the US market. Canada's market is still there. I think it's really cool that our friends finally made this XRP ETF that people in Canada can buy. There is a real XRPF that can be bought and sold on the Toronto Stock Exchange. Big thank you to all the Canadians out there. I believe it will be soon enough for these EDVs to be okay in the US too. Show Vincent that you care. We're now seeing huge amounts of real XRP. He thinks the price probably won't go down from here on out. That advice that wasn't about money too. When we talk about trade, this is what we mean. From here, you can call out to Shad. This amount of Rand has never been added to XRP. I say sorry all the time. Up until now, from anywhere. Korea is another one, as you can see from the rising trade. This is something we need to pay attention to. The value of XRP has gone up a lot on the Korean market. This is something very interesting to keep an eye on. But as of Saturday morning, we're still in first place with about 64.5% of the vote. I still believe that the power will test these levels around 64%. As I said in my last report, this is good for altcoins. You can see that the price of BTC is still around 170,800. Things are getting more stable, but we haven't really broken out of the all-time high yet. That's not all. The price doesn't even have to hit a new all-time high if we keep going in this way and the power keeps going down. This could make altcoins go up even more. But this XRP price looks much better. This is one of the best charts I've seen. The 38, 2 finally broke out, and now we're in the 23. 6, the $2.98 goal I talked about earlier is very close to being reached right now. Very important. If we can get out of here faster than most people think, we might hit an all-time high. Why extra P is.